all of the Housewives series, Married to Medicine, Love Island, what's the other one called? Too Hot to Handle. I don't even know why I watched that, but I've watched it. Just the list goes on and on and on. I've even watched Bad Girls Club before. Why was I watching Bad Girls Club? It all promotes sin. It all promotes sin. Think about it. A lot of the storylines revolve around drama. They revolve around, well, she said this or he said that, and now there is some type of big argument that takes place, and you know, it's a lot of talking behind each other's back, and it's a lot of disloyalty, it's a lot of arguing, it's a lot of dismantling of families. Think about it. Like, y'all have even heard them use the phrase the reality TV curse, you know, and how if you go on reality TV and you're married, you end up getting a divorce by being on these shows. There's a lot of negativity that is associated with these shows. And I know it takes a lot of gumption, you know, to put yourself out there, to allow yourself to be judged and ridiculed by other people. And I'm not saying that these people's intentions are bad. Well, okay, with Bad Girls Club, I feel like that's in its own separate category by itself. But specifically talking about like the Real Housewives series, I don't think that people's intentions are necessarily bad coming on this show. However, I don't think that they realize how they are being used by the enemy. I don't believe that they realize that the things surrounding them and this thing that they are walking into has a spiritual connection. And the reason that I say that is because just from the outside looking in as the consumer, right? When shows don't have arguments and when people aren't debating and there isn't like messiness, a lot of the times the show does not, Bill Collective, that's another one. The show doesn't necessarily renew for more and more seasons because, let's be honest, because sex sells, drama sells. People like to see the discord. I think for a lot of reasons, because people will compare, you know, their life that they are watching to their own life. They're like, oh, well, at least I'm not going through this, or at least I'm not doing this, or, you know, just stuff like that. And then you might look at it, because I know I would look at it and be like, oh, well, this is nice. I like how they, you know, like I like this house, or I like how they did the interior design with this. I like their outfit, how they pieced this together. Oh, I didn't even know this was like their vacation destinations. I'm like, oh, well, that's a nice place to visit, you know, let me keep that in mind, like that type of thing. I honestly could do without the drama and the arguing, but let's be honest, it is entertaining to watch. Why are we being entertained, and why are we enjoying seeing discord between other people? Why? Honestly, why? And so, aside from the drama aspect, reality TV also promotes cursing. And like I've said before, I used to curse a lot, and I have worked on that tremendously. Thank you, Jesus. But like watching reality TV, it promotes that. You see them cursing. You see people going off, not being able to control their temper, not uplifting each other with their words, just not being kind to one another, being shady, being gossipy. And that is the biggest sin that I want to address, because although the other sins are very prevalent and they are real, the one that I really want to focus on is the gossip aspect, because I think a lot of times we don't realize how easy it is for us to get into that spirit of gossip when we think we might just be venting, when we think that we might just be talking about a situation, trying to get some guidance or clarity on it, and then it winds up taking a shift. You get what I mean? I think it's very important that we be conscious and like, okay, are we talking about somebody behind their back while they're not here? Is what we're saying uplifting them, or is it trying to hurt them? Are we saying untrue things? Are we just making up stuff just because we think, oh, this will get the crowd going, or, you know, this will make a good storyline? Just, you have to really ask yourself, is what I'm about to say going to uplift or hurt? Is it useful? Is it constructive? Because if it's not, why say it? And I feel like it's primarily focused in regards to women. Like, yes, you have your gossipy men, and you have shows that also promote that as well. However, I feel like in totality is mostly focused on women. And I even feel like people have they have correlated women with gossip. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's just women's stuff, or oh, you gossiping like a woman or whatever. Women don't need to gossip. None of us need to gossip. There's nothing good that comes from that. And so, I don't know, I just had this thought, and I was just like, oh, that's very interesting. You know, like, you have to be mindful of what you see and what you hear, what you consume in every way, because it's so easy for the enemy to get a hold on you and to keep you stuck and to keep you there, you know? And we do not want that. We do not want that. So I really, truly encourage you to cut out all reality TV that promotes this gossip narrative, that promotes disloyalty, that promotes confusion, that promotes arguing, that doesn't lift up nuclear families, that doesn't glorify people coming together, people sticking together, the family unit, quality friendships. Like, it's one thing if there is, I believe it's okay, like, if people are arguing and they're having a conversation back and forth, for you to see, like, okay, they had an issue, it was resolved, they came together and they fixed it. And sometimes arguments can't be resolved, I know that, but it's the way that it's gone about. It's like, you're saying a whole bunch of stuff in your confessional that you did not say to this person, and now it comes out at the reunion. But why didn't you say this to this person if this is supposed to be your friend? You get what I'm saying? It's still giving messy. And let's be honest, a lot of us was raised in households like that. Your aunties would sit around at the barbecue talking about your cousins. You know, your grandmama be gossiping about her own kids, be gossiping about you and why you ain't did this with your life, or why you this or that or whatever. You know, like, a lot of us have grew up in households like that. And it's going to be up to you and me to change the course of the rest of our lives. We do not have to allow our children to be in those type of environments. And so that is my challenge for y'all today. And listen, don't feel like you have to do that by yourself. We should be here to uplift one another. Even the things about us that might be frustrating or difficult to try to relate to or whatever. So what? You are not perfect. There are things about you that are irritating to other people. Like, seek that commonality. There's always something that you can connect on with somebody. You know what I'm saying? So, like, just being compassionate, having that understanding, and just talk to people directly into their face. And, like, honestly, I know it probably is hard, but, like, if somebody's coming at you with gossip, you do not have to respond. You don't. You ain't got to say nothing. You could be like, okay, you know, like, I don't want y'all talking about them around me, or I don't know what you want to say, but you also have the right to remain silent and to walk away, to leave. Do not be an accomplice, okay? But yeah, if y'all like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and, like, comment something in the chat that you have realized about yourself that you are dealing with and that you want to do better at. Because for me, it is no longer watching reality TV. And I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, because we keep it real on here. We are a family in a community, and I have struggled with, like, cutting reality TV all the way off, and then, like, I'll come across some things and I'll start watching it, and I'll be like, oh gosh, I didn't even realize I done spent however long watching this show or doing. I didn't even realize, like, oh, I just watched the whole episode. Like, why am I watching this? Or if I see a clip on social media, I'm like, oh, so what they talking about, what happened or whatever, and I'm, you know, trying to watch it. Like, no, turn it off. Like, turn it off. Like, you know better. So you know, because the Lord been talking to you in your spirit. Like, no, you really don't need to do that. No, you shouldn't do this, whatever. Turn it off. I know it'd be hard to be obedient, but be obedient. Please, walk in obedience. Walk in obedience. So, I'm just coming on here being real with y'all the same way that, yo, I struggle too. But it's going to be okay. You realize it, and now you can do something about it. And don't beat yourself up if you, like, you know, you done failed or whatever. Start again. You got this. Okay, bye.